Following is an edited version of our morning live stream from Monday, November 30th. Catch the live streams on our live streaming channel at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. What's up, f***er? Mickey. Man, what could you possibly want? Yeah, nice try, boy, but you know exactly what this is about, man. Those leaks. I am not a happy camper. I warned you. But Mickey, we were very respectful, and we didn't even do a bunch of crazy leaks with the clickbait that we could have done. We were good boys about it. You're right, man. Listen up. You know what it is. That shit was disrespectful. I don't care what kind of deal you worked out with Hujima1 or Whatchamaface. I'm coming for that tower, and I'm coming for that ass.
Bruh.
Hello, good morning, and welcome, Nerdvengers, Brokevengers, and visitors to the tower. Happy Monday. Today we're going to be talking about Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm probably just going to blabber and or pontificate about the possibilities of Luke being in this show. I'm pretty excited. I guess let's start here, ladies and gentlemen. I like to do this. I like to get a temperature of how the chat is feeling. Out of 10, 10 being a absolute certainty, 0 being an absolute impossibility. Out of 10, how likely do you think it is that Luke Skywalker shows up in The Mandalorian this season? By the end of this season. A lot of mid-tier. I see some hires. I've seen some 8s, 7s, a lot of 7s, some 8s. I saw like 110. A lot of low numbers as well, though. A lot of people low on it. Okay, cool. Interesting. All right, so here's the thing, guys. I'm just gonna say like kind of what I've said before last episode. If you would have told me that they were bringing Luke into The Mandalorian, I would have been negative on it. I would have said don't do it. I would have been borderline upset. I just really would have thought that it would have been a bad idea. But after this last episode, man, so much has changed. Now I can totally accept Luke Skywalker coming in. Like, I could totally accept it. And there are many reasons that I actually think this is happening, but I think one of the most important ones to discuss right away is the fact that the show literally kind of sets it up. Think about it. She basically sends Grogu and Din to an ancient Jedi temple where he's going to set off a beacon to call out to Jedi. What do we know about Luke at this time period? The only thing we know for sure was that he was looking for Force relics and going around the galaxy visiting different things. He visited different temples, different vaults. He was like Indiana Jones. And he's also just, at this time, one of the only Jedi. Because I don't know 100% on this. My time might be a little bit off, my timing, okay? But right around 7 years after Return of the Jedi, that's right around the time of young Ben Solo likely being sent to be trained with Luke. Am I crazy? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Do you think this would be right around the time that a young Ben Solo would be sent to Luke? Because by the old ways of the Jedi, Ben would be the perfect age. If he's born 9 months after the Battle of Endor, because we have to think about this. If he's conceived on Endor, right? He's a celebration baby. Then he would literally be 7 or 8 right now. That's literally the perfect age to begin training. I see one of two scenarios coming out. He was 10 years old when he was sent to Luke. But how do you know that? How do you know that in the comics? Okay, so I'll have to look into that. Either way, he's within a couple of years. We're within the margin of error. Regardless, one of two scenarios I think is playing out with Luke at this moment. Either he's pre-Jedi Order, and what that would imply is that he's still with Lor Santeca going around the galaxy looking for Force relics and looking for Force-sensitive things. So he's either doing that or he's just beginning to build his Jedi Order. That's the only two scenarios I see with Luke. Either way, Luke Skywalker is running around the galaxy doing Jedi shit. So he's either pre-order and he's looking for temples, meaning he could literally be looking for Tython. Like, he could be on Tython or in the vicinity. Either that's what's going on, or he's no longer looking for stuff, but he's literally starting to train Ben and looking for other Force sensitives. Either one of those scenarios puts Luke Skywalker on a fucking beeline for Tython and for the fucking Mandalorian. It's ridiculous. This show might go to the heart of Star Wars. The other side of this is, how bold are John and Dave for doing this crazy thing? I mean, if this like streaming show fixes Luke Skywalker for the fan base, I mean, like, can you imagine? And this is speculation. This is like raw speculation. If we used Anakin a lot during the prequels, what if we started to do the same with Luke Skywalker? Because there was a rumored young Ben Solo show. Very rumor. Like, I didn't get much on it, but I tell you, I knew for sure that Disney was thinking of something like that. Sebastian Stan is already in the Disney family. Been in the Disney family for a while. We also know, of course, now that Rosario Dawson was obviously Ahsoka. Well, if you remember, folks, Rosario, this journey with her started with fan art. The beginning of the journey for fans with Sebastian Stan as Luke started with fan art. And we were like, dude, what? The first time you saw Sebastian and Luke side by side on a picture, if you're anything like me, you were like, what? Like, that can't be real. If they're willing to do that for Ahsoka, like allow the fans to participate a little bit, I guess, is one way to think of it, right? What is to stop them? Especially because we know some of the players, okay? We know John, we know Dave, we know Mr. Kevin Feige. Just look at the resumes. If you look at where we're going now, with the expansion of the universe and the different shows branching out, creating this connective tissue, there I said it. You start to think about this stuff, you're like, damn, dude, like, kind of making sense. I can't imagine people wouldn't want to see that. And think about this. What did the sequels do? What two characters did the sequels kill? And then maybe in hindsight, they were like, probably shouldn't have killed those two. It's Ben and Luke. It's literally these two. Tell you a little something I once heard Dave Filoni say. Basically, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, yeah, it's really shocking and surprising, but then again, that's always how it is. That's what it's like for Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker doesn't think he's going to save the entire galaxy. He just wants to get off Tatooine. You know, I think Dave's just trying to give fans what they want. He's just trying to bring stuff in from stuff that he loved from Star Wars and stuff that he knows fans will really like. But ultimately, like, it's just really cool that this guy, in some ways, is kind of like becoming the Luke Skywalker of Lucasfilm. And I also found it interesting that he would mention Luke like that, you know? I mean, of course you're going to mention Luke, like Luke's space Jesus. But I think, man, that's just it, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, the idea of fixing the character. It's not as though you could make The Last Jedi go away. And I know there are people out there that like that interpretation. I'm not trying to shit on you or whatever. But it's like, it's not like he can make that go away. But I think that, again, what you can do is give a lot of context and surrounding it, give a lot of familiar flavor, I guess. It's kind of where my thoughts are at. All right, let's just get into Q&A. The Jedalorian Velez says, what about Jin Atlas responding to Grogu? He was a Jedi that Ahsoka met on a mission, but he teaches his Padawans about controlling attachment. I'll have to look into that, actually. I'm not super familiar with that offhand. CGM Show with the $5. Thank you for the support, brother. Says, so Josh, whatever happened to Ahsoka taking Grogu for her own spin-off show? Show's not over yet, baby. Alex with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for the love. Says, if they do, I could see them going the alleged multiverse route. So KK can have her own version while Favreau and Filoni make something closer to Star Wars. I feel you, and I understand that. Look, I am still pretty dead set against that being the route that they will take. I'm pretty dead set against that being the way to do it. However, more and more each week, it's like all bets are off, bro. Daxtery Williams says, what if Force Ghost Obi-Wan points Mando and Grogu in the direction of Luke, since there was rumor of Ewan on set? Yeah, that's fair. I believe the Ewan rumor was explained, and I think that it was screen testing. Yeah, could be Obi-Wan, but I don't know. I don't know about that. The Godfather, $15 super chat says, is this a Star Wars channel now? It's Marvel Monday, baby. It's Mando Monday now, Godfather. There is only Mando. Tylen Zaras says, Luke should be protagonist of a trilogy-like storyline. First, take back Mandalore, defeat the Yuuzhan Vong, and finally Abeloth. Luke sacrifices everything. Perhaps this is why he loses faith in the sequels. That's interesting. You know, I never really considered them taking it that far, but they could. Sam, $5 super chat, thank you for the love, says, going off the mace saves Grogu. If that happens, I would love to see Palps send Boba after Grogu, since he might know about him and Boba get vengeance. Yeah, very, very true. Here's the thing, you know, it's funny because there's so much cooking for these final episodes. Like, think about this. They're going to Tython. We know Grogu's was trained by Jedi. I think we got teased that friggin' Din Djarin is Force sensitive. which is pretty wild. Thrawn is obviously doing some crazy shit. Gideon is tracking Din. Like, this is a recipe for insanity. This is ridiculous. Somebody with a $5 super chat, no message. Appreciate the love. Stormy says, going off topic real quick, but Josh, have you seen that first look at Monica Rambeau's Spectrum on Murphy's Multiverse? Channel is blowing up. Oh, thank you, brother. Are you talking about the, it was on a Funko Pop? That's why I think that's the explanation for why most of them are not seen at the end of Return of the Jedi. They already, like, left, and most of them had already started working with Palps. And we know, of course, that the Grand Inquisitor was one of them, and he's definitely, obviously, working with Palps and Vader and the Inquisitors. So maybe it was an Inquisitor that took Grogu. There's so much. Kendall Davis, thank you, brother, for the support. Says, Dev think Yoda orchestrated Grogu's escape after getting that vision from Clone Wars. He might have felt... that's interesting, dude. So he saved him after he had that vision. That'd be interesting. Because we know, of course, that he definitely had that vision. Josh, was killing Maul in animation a mistake? No. But I know where your head's at, and hell yeah, it would be dope if we still had Maul around these parts. But don't worry. We've got Thrawn, man. And honestly, that video from Lord Callus, I'm going to try to get that out in the next couple of hours on the main channel. But you got to think deeper. He was born when Anakin was born. Yaddle appears when Anakin is declared the chosen one. Think about it. Yeah, it's possible, bro. Definitely possible. Look, there's stuff the night of the episode, or maybe it was like Friday morning or whatever. I was talking about how I find it so crazy that the ship, like the obelisk type thing that they fly to when they go to Mortis, it looks a lot like a Throtar or whatever those stupid ships are that go to Tython. I'm just fascinated by all of this. What's going on? He's got the high M count. Why did she send him to Tython? Like, it's crazy. I hear you, LP3. I hear you, man. I'll check it out. Lord Vito with the $5, just with the heart. Appreciate you, brother. RG2088 says, morning, Josh. Didn't Snoke have another apprentice before Ben? Did we ever find out who that was? Could that come into play in Mando? Yeah, that never did come into play, and I would love it if it did, dude. Love it if it did. Yeah, man. Let's open it up. It's a whole new world, man. Let's go, Star Wars. Let's go. Any chance they use the World Between Worlds to rewrite the sequel trilogy? I give it a 0% chance. Josh, have you heard anything about canon High Republic, Old Republic show / game? No, not directly, no. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much. Look out for some videos on the main channel, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. And yeah, holy cow, guys. Thanks for coming in here. Drop a like, and it's Mando time, baby. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.